So one of the things I find most fascinating about the Christmas tree is that we didn't have that Christmas tree tradition in the US. That actually started as a German tradition. At the Stevenson house, Christmas was not the major holiday that they really celebrated here. Christmas was kind of the lesser one, and it really was put on the back burners. The major holiday that we celebrated here was actually the 4th of July. There were mass parties that happened across the nation during this time frame to celebrate our nation's birth. And the Stevensons, since they had roots in the Revolutionary War, they celebrated that every single year with a big party. Colonel Stevenson would make toast to George Washington and to remember Lucy's father, Van Swearingen, because they both were part of that culture during the Revolutionary War. Most of the traditions that we see here for major holiday reasons were more of those that were of big importance for battles or peace treaties or something along those lines. If they're celebrating in December, they may celebrate something like the Treaty of Ghent that ended the War of 1812, because that treaty was signed on December 24th. So we see these traditions starting with more of the military side, not more so towards the quote-unquote religious side. The Stevensons, since they were Presbyterians, may not have celebrated Christmas at all. The Stevenson family was Presbyterian. Their norms were not to celebrate Christmas because it was born out of a pagan tradition that they probably would not have seen as normal for themselves. There was other people in the area, especially in the Edwardsville and on the frontier, that were a lot of Baptists, Methodists, the Puritans, Mennonite, the Quakers, that really would not celebrate Christmas as we do now. Later on in the century, we start to see those traditions creep in, and that's where we see more of the traditional Christmas that we're used to seeing take hold. Maybe in the 1840s, the 1850s, and especially by the 1870s and 80s, that's where we see traditional Christmas time, more of the Victorian era, more so than the federal period.